When we talk about training, what usually comes to mind is weight training in a gym. And though that is the most effective and quickest way to develop strength, explosiveness, and aesthetics, bodyweight training should not be underestimated. As a matter of fact, human musculature was designed for bodyweight training, or in other words, certain movements in nature, such as climbing on a tree to pick its fruits or swimming underwater to catch fish. Nowadays, however, we don't really hunt our food, as it's easily available in the grocery store around the block. And so, if you're interested in putting your body to use, but you don't like going to the gym, then keep watching this video as we get you through the basics of weight training. So now, let's talk running. Evolutionarily, running is perhaps the most primal movement that each and every one of us is capable of doing. There are many ways in which you can do it to stimulate different physical properties. For instance, you can run for endurance, but you can also sprint for muscle development, explosiveness, and speed. Including running in your training routine will allow you to develop tight, strong quadriceps, calves, and glutes. Try and start off with 2 running sessions per week, 1 endurance run and 1 sprint run. If you're not familiar with running, start your endurance run at a moderate pace and track your time and distance. Once you gasp and can't continue, check the time and distance you went. With each endurance session, try and improve your distance, and when you reach a substantial distance, aim to improve your completion time. As to the sprint runs, start off with some light jogging, then gradually build up to your maximum speed in 3 sprint dashes of 30 to 40 meters. Then, do 2 sprint dashes of 50 meters at full speed, with a rest of 2 to 3 minutes between each dash. With each sprint session, increase the number of dashes, sprint sets, and in time, try to improve on your times. Note that sprints are more intense and demanding on the body, so a rest of 2 minutes minimum is required. What about the upper body? For the most part, running will keep your lower body functional and in shape, so now it's time to take care of your upper body. Your muscles are capable of doing pulling and pushing movements, as well as hold static contractions. So let's have a look at some of the best upper body exercises you can do with your own body weight to sculpt an aesthetic physique. Pull-ups. The biceps, forearms, and the muscles on your back are the primary pulling muscle groups you use. The pull-up is a classical body weight pulling exercise that will give your back and arms some work to do. On top of that, there are multiple variations for it, which will help you emphasize different muscle groups. For instance, wide grip pull-ups will mainly work your back musculature, while close grip pull-ups will engage your arms a tad bit more. Underhand chin-ups are a great variation for the biceps, and neutral grip pull-ups give a good balanced amount of work to all pulling muscle groups. Push-ups, handstands, and dips. Now, when we move on to the pushing muscle groups, it gets even more interesting. The push-ups, handstands, and dips will target your major pushing muscle groups, which are namely the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Again, these exercises have different variations to emphasize on different pushing muscle groups. A wide grip push-up will primarily target the chest, while a close grip would place more tension on the triceps. Handstands handstands can be done statically to develop static shoulder strength and balance, but can also go into a handstand push-up to really work the shoulders. Dips can be done with or without an elbow lockout to target the triceps and chest respectively. These couple of exercises, in combination with some proper running, swimming and climbing, as well as some good food, will enable you to realize the most athletic, best looking and performing version of your body. So, what are you waiting for? Go be active.